Welcome back, Nerd Squad. My name is Ray Destroyer, and this is Top 10 Nerd. Aqualad is both a prominent member of Young Justice and the Teen Titans, so he's very popular with younger audiences, as well as the older ones. But he is a more complex character than we realize, and there's a lot to figure out about him and his creation. So let's take a look at the top 10 Aqualad surprising facts. In the number 10 spot, there are two of him. We gotta establish this early on because these facts are gonna talk about both Aqualads. The original Aqualad was 1960s Garth, who, before he became Tempest, served as the teenage partner to Aquaman, after he was left to die by the Atlanteans. More on that later. The second 2010 Aqualad, that the younger gen is more familiar with, is Calderon, who in comics was raised by adoptive parents on the land as Jackson Hyde. And in the show Young Justice is yet again the immediate protege of Aquaman. A little confusing, I know. Coming in at number 9, he was made solely for Young Justice. The Calderon version of Aqualad was created by Greg Weisman, Brandon Vietti, and Phil Barassa solely to exist in the Young Justice TV show. He was never meant to be in comics. However, a member of the DC creative office, Jeff Johns, saw potential in him to be a very popular character, and a comic adaptation appeared in Brightest Day, a debut to coincide with the TV premiere, with of course a slightly different backstory for continuity. Nice to know some comic writers still care about continuity. Next at number 8 is his voice actor. The voice behind Aqualad on the show is Carrie Payton. You may recognize him as the voice behind another Teen Titan, Cyborg, in Teen Titans and multiple other films and shows, as well as voicing Black Manta, Brick, and Black Lightning in addition to Aqualad on Young Justice. And fun fact, he is the same guy that plays King Ezekiel on The Walking Dead. In the number 7 spot, he was a founding Teen Titan. The second may have been created for Young Justice and may have played a role in the Teen Titans, but Garth as Aqualad wasn't just an ordinary member, he was one of the founding Teen Titans, along with Robin and Kid Flash. This team debuted back in 1964, and the team formed firstly to defeat a weather-controlling villain named Mr. Twister. This would be the first of many Teen Titan launches. Coming in at number 6, he was reintroduced as gay. If you didn't know already, now you do. Aqualad now plays for the other team. In DC's Rebirth reboot, many characters saw changes, a big one being Aqualad's sexuality. He is introduced as having a mother who is uncomfortable with the sexuality, as well as a boyfriend Kenny who was scared of his powers. Along with this, he was also made an avid soccer player who played center midfield, and his favorite subject was math, so we can also confirm that he is insane. Next up at number 5 is his parody. Okay, I've gone this far without making any swipes at Aquaman, but we all know that somewhere along the line he did become a bit of a joke to some audiences. Because of this, Aqualad was also subject to be the butt of some jokes, and to make matters worse, they literally were turned into a joke, namely in the form of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy on the TV show SpongeBob SquarePants. So if you were noticing a few similarities, especially costume-wise, you were not just imagining it. Up next at number 4, his purple eyes condemned him to death. I mean, who wouldn't love to have purple Elizabeth Taylor eyes? You guys know who she is, right? But for the first Aqualad, these lovely features were what caused his own people to leave him for dead. Turns out that purple-eyed babies were believed to be the offspring of an evil magician named Zarth, later known as Slizeth. So all kids born with purple eyes were sentenced to banishment and imminent death. In the number 3 spot, we have his betrayal. It is revealed that Calder's biological father is Black Manta, Aquaman's enemy. At one point, he joined the ranks of his father, turning his back on his own team, and Black Manta was not a terrible dad. He even kidnapped Miss Martian at one point to repair Aqualad's mind. How sweet. However, it turns out that this was all a ruse to get privileged information from Daddy, and honestly, Black Manta was pretty heartbroken. Then he was pretty mad. Coming in at number 2 are his tattoos. Ever since he was born, Calder has had very noticeable black tattoos on his body. When he uses his powers, they glow. Oddly enough, these tattoos are not visible on other sorcerers such as himself. The reasoning given behind this by Garth Wiseman himself is that the more advanced a sorcerer is, the less visible the tats. Calder did not complete sorcery school, he dropped out before he was done, so his tattoos never fully disappeared. Stay in school, kids! Unless I guess you want free ink, because that stuff's expensive. And finally, in the number 1 spot, we've got his fear of fish. Yes, a scuba hero mortified by fish. Going back to Garth here, traumatic experiences of fending for himself from when he was banished to death left him with a paralyzing fear of schools of fish, a fear that carried well into his teens. The poor guy didn't stand a chance if it weren't for Aquaman intervening, and we're not even talking sharks here. This is one kid who is not getting a goldfish for his first pet, and really he's not missing out on much. So those were the top 10 facts about Aqualad. Let me know in the comment section down below who you want facts on next. My name is Roy Destroya, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another nerdy list.